Now we're in. All right. So 1300 level gameplay. Let's change the colors. It's a little too neon for my liking here. Let's just go for something a little more normal. TBH. Here we go. It's fine. Well, let's just keep this here. And okay, we're on the Malians player, which is the one that we're looking at, and we'll go like this. So we've got forward berries, back gold. Not too bad. This matchup, Malians versus Slavs, is probably okay for Malians. We have camels in the mid game, right? He can't just spam knights, but Slavs have crazy economy these days. Although Malians with the cheaper wood buildings and also faster and longer lasting gold is pretty good. So yeah, you need to be aware of that. I think that since the Malians bonus affects you from the start of the game, you probably should be the aggressor because, or at least don't take damage. Well, actually, it's not even just about taking damage. It's about utilizing your early eco lead to make more military early. Whereas Slav's bonus, it kind of kicks off once he has a bunch of farms. So if you just sit back and let Slav boom, they're probably going to be ahead. But since you have extra resources as the Malians to work with, you should be able to convert those extra resources into military early in the game. And then damage the opponent, hopefully winning off of that. But if you just chill and let Slav get to the farms that he wants, then it's going to be not so good later on. Because players, they know how to just make knights and pikes now instead of just full knights. And yeah, it kind of shuts down camels pretty well. If you're going to play camels, it's like you almost have to play crossbowman camel, which is good. As Malians, you get the faster ballistics, so you can hit even faster ballistics timing, which can be good. So you can play archers in the feudal age, go for a quick university on castle age, get that ballistics right away, hopefully do a lot of damage with that, and then go into camels when you see knights. I think that's a pretty solid game plan here. Just depending on what the opponent does, obviously, but just as something to keep in mind. Okay, well, if he's going to get into knights and pikes, which is very likely, then that's a good plan to have. Of course, if he goes something like longswordsman, then we have to, well, you just stay on crossbowman, right? That's why crossbowman is good, because longsword is another option for Slavs. It's not necessarily a great option a lot of the time, but sometimes it's good. So yeah, that's definitely not what I did, just so we're clear. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, you kind of just want to be on crossbowman anyways, because you're going to be able to fight the potential pikemen against your camels. You're going to be able to fight the longswordsmen, and crossbowmen not too shabby against knights as well, so kind of just counters everything. If he goes for scorpions or siege units, you can kind of just make your own siege. I'm pretty sure you can kind of just make your own siege is fine, or you could try and pick them off with like knights or camels or whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't be too scared of the Slav siege when you're going crossbowman. You just make your own siege is fine. At least your golds are kind of in the back here. That's nice. And the stone's not too bad off to the side here. It's wallable. This gold is a little unfortunate. Forward, and there's a hill here. But, you know, eventually you get a castle here, and then suddenly your base starts to look pretty good, right? Opponent's going up at 19. Ooh, he's... Oh, wait, no, that's us. We're going up on 19. Nice. Hey, 0-second idle TC. This, so far, has been really good, this Dark Age. I can't really criticize much here, or anything important. So your Dark Age is really solid. Which means that we're probably going to be seeing some Tasastas coming up soon. Because, yeah, your Dark Age is almost perfect. For 1300 level, this is way better than I expect. Okay. So we have our 7 on wood. Walling this, I would have scouted to here. Because we don't, I think that's probably open. But we don't know. Yeah, as we can see, it's open. So I would have definitely had that scouted early. Even just with the sheep. Hopefully you send the Vill up there and check. Okay, and I like how you're setting up the walls too. The stable's gonna go right here. You can go in front of the mill like this. And you could do like a little egg here, or you could just go to the gold here and then to this house. Actually, yeah, going to the gold and then to this house eventually is probably good. We're going up so fast that making walls is kind of sketchy, though. I think just res walling is probably better. But eventually you do want to get these walls, so I don't know. It depends on what the opponent's doing. You can get punished if you go out like this when you're also trying to make stuff. Because if he has military, say that he had 2 militia rush or something and he came in on this bill, it's like you almost have to defend it. But then you want to send the stable units forward because you went up so fast to go and try and do damage. You don't want to be stuck defending. Yep. So, well, okay. And stables idle. Stables idle. 2 vills idle. Stables still idle. Stables still idle. Wait, how long was that? Wait, how long did it take to start the stable on up? Okay, you got it up instantly, right? Yeah, basically instant. So that, it came up on 9:33. And we started it on 9:50. So that's 17 seconds idle. So you went up really fast, but then you idled the stable for over half a vil. So our timing is kind of a little messed up now from doing that. We really need to be super smooth. These fast uptimes, like the reason they work for pros is because they're just doing everything perfectly. But the Dark Age was good, but we definitely needed to get that stable going right away. Okay, we've got the double house there. Very nice. Yeah, you can go to there. It's okay. It's a bit harder to get, though. I honestly just would have gone to the house here. Oh, you saw that. That's so huge. Don't lose HP. Oh, you got a free hit. That's nice. No, don't chase these. Hey, what are you going to do with 2 scouts against 3 militia? You're just going to lose HP for free. How about we're already walled. Like, just ignore this. Just ignore this. What are you doing? God, you need to go to his base. Dude, what are 2 scouts ever going to do here? We're just wasting time. He's just making you waste your time. Imagine you go to his base. Like, what do you get? He has a spear here, but like you pick off a vil here, you prevent him from walling, pick off a vil here. But instead, we're literally just chilling here because we're so distracted by these. So you already walled him out. So why do we need scouts here? We don't. You wall them out. What you do is you get your scouts to go forward. You make an archery range. Especially with Malian cheap buildings. Okay, instead of these farms, we make an archery range at home. We start making ranged units behind the walls. You shoot him, you're at his base and killing vills, which is kind of what you're doing now, but we're a little slow. You figured it out eventually, though, but you didn't add the range, so that's something you need to add. Yeah, Slavs is kind of weird to play infantry right away because they don't actually have any bonuses in Dark Age. Ooh, just kill a spear, maybe? The stand ground. Imagine being on stand ground. Oh, we took so many free hits there. Every decision is a little slow. Your Dark Age was perfect. Honestly, your Dark Age is perfect. You don't need any advice on Dark Age. It's just the early Feudal Age it wasn't perfect, but it's still not bad. It's still not bad. Like, so far, it's been pretty decent. Just a few little things that will help you get more value. I think your unit control isn't perfect either. It looks like you're just relying on using stand ground and then clicking your vil, or clicking his vil. Like, if you get in front of the vil and then do a little slap micro, you just get the vils, or the vil to be right in the center of this group, and then you right click the vil. They all attack, and it messes with the pathing. That's how you get the big hits. They're on a stand ground. I have the default aggressive stance ticked off. Oh, so they're in aggressive? I don't know. They weren't really doing anything when the spear hit them there. But, I don't know. Okie dokie. Going all the way out to here, but it's kind of pointless to go out to here, right? You can just go to here. Because he can still put ranged units here. It doesn't even matter. This space has nothing in it. So I think just walling to here is fine. This is a little more harder to wall. Or a little bit more difficult to defend. Okay, yeah, you realized it. It's like, why? But you're super late making the range. I mean, if we had an archer, or even just a skirmisher, would push this away. And you're not taking 0 damage. Remember, a repair villager is still damage. But you're just going to deal with this with scouts, which is fine. If he sent a spear forward, though, it would be a disaster. You would never be able to deal with this. Which is why range units is good to make. We're floating quite a bit of wood at this point. Yeah, I mean, it's just, if you had made 2 more scouts, even 1 more scout, you would just be able to dominate these with just the scouts. So you're trying to make ranged units now, but I don't know. Okay, you're still gonna kill them. He was way too slow getting his archers forward, but this is working for you, so that's good. And yeah, and you're gonna have the skirms here, but we have to be careful that this doesn't make going up too late, too slow. Okay. You have skirms though. I don't think you needed to relocate everything. Because if his archers are here, you put the vills here. If his archers move over here, you put the vills here. And then the skirms come and then push them back. But if you send all your whole wood line over here, it's a lot more walk time. Now we're starting to idle, but that's fine. We had almost perfect TC production until this point. So yeah, overall, the eco management side has been pretty good. The wood spending wasn't perfect, but it wasn't bad. We just maybe should try adding a range sooner next time you're in this situation, which this situation comes up a lot, by the way, as you probably know. You go scouts, he has men-at-arms at your gates. You should add the range like almost right away, especially if you push 3 deer. You can definitely afford it. Yeah, it doesn't. You're open here though. Like we need to wake up. Oh my god, if you don't see it, it's gonna be a disaster. Oh, he doesn't see it though. He also needs to wake up. He knows, but he doesn't have it in his head. Anyways. Oh, you didn't get fletching. I would say fletching's kind of necessary, but yeah. Wheelbarrow. See, the problem is that you weren't able to do damage. Remember what I was saying at the start of the game? If you don't really do damage to the Slavs, his economy is going to get crazy in the next age. So I think if you had played stable into even instant skirmishers, you have scouts and skirms early before he gets too much stuff, then you put the pressure. You prevent the walls, you get in, you do damage. But the range came down so late that it's more of just a defensive play, which is good if your civ is just going to be better in the Castle Age and beyond. But actually Slavs is going to start to get pretty crazy here. Oof. You gotta be a little careful. This tower's unnecessary. You have more than enough here to defend. Yeah, this tower's super unnecessary. You need fletching, but yeah. Anyways. Maybe the scouts were a little bit useless. I didn't use them. Yeah, it's because you didn't have skirms. If you had skirms a bit earlier, clean up those men-at-arms, you go forward. Even if he has spears defense, you just kill the spears with the skirms, and then you get damage. But it does require a little bit of micro here. Got one. Oh yeah, there was 1 Vil kill, that's right. So that was good. You did a bit of damage, but I think the Slav player is still gonna be in an okay spot here. He's slightly further ahead to the next stage, but you're gonna be able to scout the opponent here because you have your scouts. So as long as you run around the front of his base, you're gonna be able to see what he's doing. Probably gonna be 2 stable knights, I would presume. And you're gonna be able to confirm that in a sec. Feels little for 6 scouts. Yeah. The skirms are really important to have a bit earlier. He's gonna be walled, but it's all good. Let's just do a little bit of scouting. You can hit that, but one of the scouts should definitely be scouting the front here. You could leave 3 of them to attack just to put the pressure on. But it's not the biggest deal. As long as you're scouting, that's the key here. You need to know what he's doing on the way up. You can click his scout and see that he has bloodlines here. That's probably what you wanted to do. Unfortunately, you're not really getting the scouting information that you need. Oh, he's getting a TC, so we need to scout that. Gonna TC the stone. Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, you had to buy the stone, though. Yeah. Oh, wait, you don't. Oh, you see the Vils coming out, so you know that he's gonna go for a TC there. You know that they're going that direction, so that's good. And you see that he has knights with bloodlines. But you also see no 1/1 upgrades, so you know he's not fully committed to this, which means he's gonna focus on his economy. He's probably gonna go 3 TCs with just a few knights, just for pressure, with no upgrades. And yeah, so you need to get the 3rd TC down right away. Or like you could go all in or something, but you'd need to be going pikes or something. I guess camels would work okay. Your economy's pretty good. But yeah, he's probably 3 TC booming behind this. This is all feudal army that he didn't make. So the only things that he made were these 4, which is not that expensive. Getting +2 armor is pretty expensive, TBH. I don't think it's necessary. I'd rather have 3 more knights than +2 armor. +2 armor doesn't allow you to take a fight here. 3 more knights and you kill this. +2 armor and doesn't really do anything. +2 armor is good if you're gonna run under his TC. It's team game reflex, yeah. +2 armor is just, yeah. It's good if you're running under the TC though, so you can try and go raid with these, and then it might pay off. Okay, we're making Scorps, but guess what? He's probably 3 TC booming with Slav economy, right? Oh, he was late to adding his 3rd TC. He should have added the 3rd TC a long time ago. Look, opponent's floating so much wood there. But yeah, now he has a lot of guys, and now you're just too midway, right? It's like you're going kind of into military, kind of into economy, and then you just end up losing in both aspects. Also, your army's just worse than his, so let's not take a bad fight. Wait, why is he retreating? You what? He was gonna win that fight. What? Okay. You ended up taking a good fight somehow. Definitely a monk machine is good. I like that. Red is 3 upgrades behind. He has 0 upgrades. Yeah, but he had more numbers though, which knights already have good base stats. Upgrades affect knights less than pretty much any other unit. If you think about it, like the higher your base stats are, the less of an issue it is, like 1 additional stat. So on knights, that 1 additional stat from each upgrade, it's not that big of a deal. Just having more knights is generally just going to be better. A lot of the time, not always, but initially, in these initial Castle Age skirmishes. So Malay Knights are the best. No, Malay Knights are still not good to go for, but yeah. I mean, you know he has knights on the field. But let's not suicide the skirms, right? They could still be useful. Man, if he kills these and then suddenly he starts to make something that the skirms could have been useful. Like, imagine he starts making pikes here. Oh my god, you would rather have these. Maybe you kill this knight, though. Let's go. Nice. Okay. Honestly, maybe worth sacrificing all those to kill that. Knights are pretty expensive. But look, we're so late to adding this 3rd TC now. And, well, Slav economy is going to kick off pretty soon. Look, he's starting to get ahead. Let's take a look at the economy here. So, the blue bar is Armalians. Red is, look, red is going to start just peaking here. And this is where, well, I mean, it never really peaks, but the line keeps going up. But yeah, he's just gonna start getting further and further ahead at this point, and it's gonna be really hard to fight now. We needed to do more damage early, so probably 1 TC all in was the only way to really do it here. At this point, his economy is just gonna get further and further ahead. And we're going to go iron casting too, but honestly, like, imagine instead of iron casting and armor, we just had, what even is that? Like 6 more knights? You dominate everything. But iron casting, I don't know, having more upgrades, not really that useful here. Especially iron casting, it's the +1 attack's not that big. Because forging is good because then you can 4-shot villagers, but iron casting doesn't really matter too much here. But having more units is just going to increase your DPS more. So we don't really have enough. Oh, man, we're going to throw the monk up. We don't really have enough to fight his army. It is good that you're trying to go for this push, but we need more mangonels. We only have 1 mangonel. But, well, he's idling all of his TCE. That's like 15 vills idle for free, so that's good. He should probably put them on wood. Oh, nice convert. You'll get it. Really good. Got, oh my, where are these knights coming from? Just got knights coming from everywhere. Hey, this is looking okay. Now he's going into pikes. Now you wish you had something against pikes. Armor for melee unit is so amazing. Well, armor against ranged units is very good. And of course, if you already have high HP, then every armor upgrade you get is going to affect them a lot because you're taking a lot of hits before you go down. So if you reduce each hit by 1, it ends up adding up a lot. So there are many reasons why armor is really good for knights. Yeah. we go. But, for example, units that have low HP already, armor's not that big of a deal. For example, Shotel Warriors. Because it's like, unless it makes them take one less hit to die, which probably is a lot of times. You don't, well, Shotels are a little bit unique in that they already have high base damage, but they have low HP. So it's like, getting attacked doesn't really matter because you already do so much damage. Getting armor doesn't really matter because you already die instantly anyway. So you might as well just make more of them. So yeah, it kind of just depends on the unit. This is a good castle though. Putting the pressure, and he's getting detonates. He's gonna make castles everywhere. So what detonates does, for those who don't know, is it makes part of the stone cost of Slav castles wood. So his castles cost stone and wood now. Oof. Well, putting the pressure is what you needed to do, and you're gonna go imp as well. That's really good. You're gonna be up way faster to imp because the opponent's making Bodkinero instead of going imp, so that's really great. But oh man, he's gonna have a lot of castles, right? You can get a second castle up here or something if you get, unless you can deny this. Where's his army? Dude, he has no army? Oh no, he has no army. Hopefully you can get in. That was a really important quick wall by him. No, you're too scared. He has like nothing here. You went full army there and now you're scared. Oh, that was the winning moment where if you deny this, oh my god, so good. Now it's gonna be a little hard. We're still okay because we're a minute ahead, but if he has two castles, we need to get the second castle for sure. Yeah, there we go. That's a great castle because this area is pretty important. You kind of control his gold a little bit here. But yeah, if you can kill this castle real quick, then kill this castle, it opens him up. As long as this castle goes up before the imp upgrade is in, then it should be good. Okay, going out to that wood, makes sense. Oh, there's like nothing in the back. Feels bad. Just some straggler trees. But yeah, what are you gonna do against Slavs? He's gonna have Cavalier and Halbs. What do you even do? Do you go hand cannons? Hand cannons could be okay. Hand cannons are kind of just a generic, I want to just kill everything unit. So hand cannons. Gabetto, technically, like Gabettos. Yeah, Gabettos are hard because you need to be making trebs though, right? So I think you have to go chemistry and hand cannon in this situation. It's the only, well, you have so many knights that first you should upgrade your knights. First you get that final armor upgrade and you just try and raid or something. You try and take a big fight. You're still making knights too. I think instead of these last two knights, it should have been upgrades. Once you get up, you really need to upgrade the units and then take a fight as soon as possible. If you're gonna get the armor, you'll be able to hit a timing in a minute, which is good. 2 instant trebs, great. We need 2 more though. We didn't save the wood. You can make 1 more. 200 wood, come on. Can't just stop at 2. Oh boy. Come on, make trebs, make trebs. Make it the trebs. Make it the trebs. What are we spending the wood on? Are we seeding farms? We're seeding farms instead of making trebs. Ah, no. So that's obviously a big mistake. We needed we needed at least 4 trebs before we were thinking about spending the wood on anything else. Now we got the trebs going, but it's like you missed a lot of the timing that you could have had them. You will still kill this, but well, if you had the trebs earlier, you probably could have killed it before he got a treb out, and that can be a lot better, right? Oh, yeah, detonates castles. Oh, they're so good. He just keeps making them. He just makes more. Yeah, look at these repairs though. Costing him a lot at least, but still working. You have everything you need to dive, aka the final armor. You don't need to wait for Cavalier to dive this treb. You just definitely should have dove this treb. You can't, oh man, you can't take this fight. Look at this Slav economy though. Look at how many knights he was able to produce. Oh, we have 3 knights. Yeah, just take the fight. Just take the fight, it's fine. Cavalier's gonna come in. Sick timing for Cavalier. Now we get 3 conversions. Wait, this is gonna be close. Nice, good job moving the trebs while this was happening. Target the monks with the castle though, come on. Oh man, not targeting the monks with the castle is a big mistake here. Huge mistake. Oh boy, it's so close. There we go. They're auto-targeting. And you're actually going to take this fight, but guess what? You just never picked off the Trebs for no reason. Like, man, just... We send two stuff down there, we don't lose the castle. It was so close. You actually did so much right there. No, just take it down. Just go. Just shoot it. We have like 4 traps. Come on, we're wasting so much time. Oh my god, just go this way. Stop trying to go around. Go this way. You're trying to take the hill or whatever, but man, if you just clicked it on the low ground, your dude's path to there a little bit faster, and it's already dead. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. Now the opponent kind of has to raid you because he just lost his big army. Although you didn't keep the Vills comping here. Misclicked. Had them dragged with the Vills. Okay, yeah. Oh, Bowsaw's coming in now. Okay, well. It's all good, though. You took a real good fight there. And now you kill the Trebs? Oh, and it... Wow, he's making this castle? Yeah, okay, good luck. You just win from here. It's over. Yeah, it's over. As he knows. Well played. That was pretty tense Imperial Age, but you kind of did what you needed to do there for the most part. So that was really well played. Small mistakes are what loses this game, though. So you did a really good job. And yeah, the Slavs player needed Halbs there, right? He wasn't scary with pure Cavalier. He had some pikes, but he never upgraded a Halb. And he definitely could have. So opponent makes Halb. This game's a bit different. If he knew... Okay, from the opponent's perspective, he knew you were up first. He knew you were going mass knights. If he just goes Halbs and Trebs, then he can force fights. If he just tries to match your knights when he's already behind in the knight numbers, it's just not going to go well, like we saw. That's where counter units come into play, is when you get behind in the military. It's the same with crossbowmen. It's like, if you're both going crossbowmen, maybe you take a bad fight. Okay, now it's time for a counter unit. We need maybe mangonels or skirms or something. Nice game. Yeah, that was a good replay. Thanks for submitting.